Hello everyone and welcome to Flickering Myth TV, an extension of the website flickeringmyth.com. My name's EJ Marino and today we have a brand new movie review. Yes, we are talking about the film Jojo Rabbit. I haven't walked out of a movie as confused as I was walking out of Jojo Rabbit. My feelings for this movie are all over the place. Do I love this movie? No. Do I hate this movie? No. Do I like this movie? I think I do. Jojo Rabbit has me feeling some kind of way. On one hand, I think this movie has some great performances with some beautiful production design and some really sleek editing. This movie flies by. Sometimes it flies by a little too fast and I don't get to enjoy a moment, but overall I love the style of this movie. On the other hand, I don't really love the story, I don't really love the script, and I don't think it's as funny as the movie is marketed or intended to be, and that's what leaves me so confused. On one hand, like I said, you have some great qualities here, and on the other hand, there's some not so great qualities. So where does that leave me now? I'm just like, oh, okay, I saw a good movie. I think this is what happens with hype. I'm gonna be very honest with you. I was walking into Jojo Rabbit so excited. I love a Taika Waititi movie. From Hunt for the Wilder People to Thor Ragnarok, I think this director is always on point, and he's on point for the most part here. I think the directing is fine. It's the script from Waititi that I don't really sit well with, and it's not the politicalness of this or the subject matter. I think this movie has perfect satire potential. But that's one of the problems. I don't think this movie is as satirical as I thought it would be. There's some obvious jokes and I'm like, oh, that's of course what you would do, or those are the references you should be making here. But overall, I didn't laugh out loud as much as I wanted to, and that's what leaves me so confused, because the trailers of this movie and even how other people have talked about it made this seem so funny. Now, if you would have labeled this a drama with some comedic elements, I would have walked into the right headspace. So maybe I can help you guys out. This movie is not a straight out comedy like you would expect. It is pretty dramatic with some good funny moments sprinkled throughout, and I think that could help viewers out way more than when I walked in thinking this was going to be straight up like a knee slapper funny. This movie is filled to the brim with great performances from Roman Griffith Davis as the titular Jojo character. He does great. As much as I don't love the character of Jojo, sometimes I just kind of want to punch this kid in the face, not the actor, just the character. Yeah, sometimes I just want to, but that's a great performance. This kid does so great, and I want to see him in more movies. But to me, the standout was Thomasin McKenzie. She's the one playing Elsa, the Jewish girl hiding out in the house that little Jojo finds. I thought she did such a great job. She comes off a little aggressive at first, and I'm like, whoa, calm down, chick, but you know what? This little Nazi's interrogating you, and you have had a crazy life being a Jewish girl in Germany. You know what? Maybe your aggression is a little justified. So yeah, I went through a journey with her character, the same journey I went through with Jojo, but I ended up not liking his character and ended up loving the character of Elsa. But it's not just those two. I think the supporting cast from Taika Waititi as Adolf Hitler, he's okay. I don't think he's amazing. I think Sam Rockwell really steals the show as this captain who's a little bit more complex than you would think. You also have Rebel Wilson and Alfie Allen as two great supporting characters. They're both, to me, the biggest source of comedy. There's so many times Alfie Allen is in the background just doing something, and I'm like, what are you doing over there? Or you have Rebel Wilson doing a crazy accent and having some of the more raw comedic moments. These two are really such a great thing, and I want to see Rebel Wilson in more stuff with Taika Waititi. So yeah, overall the acting is great. I think they really elevate the material. As much as I don't love the script, they take the script and run in a whole different direction, and I really appreciate that. I love seeing actors live in a role. Like Scarlett Johansson does such a great job as the mother character in this, and I feel for her. I feel her pain of dealing with this little kid like Jojo, but also trying to be this anti-Nazi woman and trying to save a young Jewish girl. She has so much to do in this movie, and I'm really blown away by her in this film. Again, the acting is on point. It's sometimes the directing and sometimes the script that I'm not totally in love with. Honestly, there's a route this movie could have taken, and I think it would have been a little bit better. Focus a little bit more on Jojo and Yorkie. He is the young friend that Jojo has, this like little kid who ends up getting like sucked into the army at way too young. I really love their relationship and their bond. I think they have a lot to offer here, and I think they're really funny, but there's not enough of them. I think adding those two together, dealing with the Hitler imaginary friend or dealing with Elsa, it could have been so good and so intriguing, but overall I was just like, oh, you rushed through their friendship or you rushed through this moment, and for what? Like, let's have some more fun with these characters. Let's spend more time with them at this little camp where they're learning to be these little Nazis. Let's spend some time with Yorkie coming to Jojo's house and finding about Elsa. Spend more time with these two characters because I really love them and I think they were the real heart and soul of this movie, but it gets distracted with so many things and so many other like little side plots that happen, and I'm just kind of like, oh, okay, that's okay, but I think we could have went a different route this way. This is truly a movie that I am just kind of like, okay on. I think this could have been way better, and that's where my disappointment comes. Is this movie is solid, it's okay, but it could have been fantastic. And I think the two young actors, Roman and Thompson, really do steal like all of this. I could see them getting, I wish the Academy still had the young actor or the breakthrough acting stuff, because I could see them getting an award there because there's some new fresh faces that I loved. Like I said, this has some amazing acting. I just think the script and the direction just let me down ever so bit, and I can't really blame anyone other than myself for going into this movie a little too hyped, a little too expecting one thing and getting another. Kind of reminds me how I feel about the movie Ready or Not, where I was advertised a movie and I got a different movie. Is that on me or is that on the movie? I'm gonna put it a little bit more on me because it's how us viewers digest it. It's how a critic feels about something, and this is just me going, Jojo Rabbit is okay, but you might like it, you might hate it. I want to know what you think. Let me know down in the comments below what you think of this review and what you think of Jojo Rabbit. Make sure you guys subscribe to Flickering Myth because we make videos like this every single week, and give us a thumbs up because YouTube takes us way too seriously. Alright guys, let's talk about Jojo Rabbit below.